episode of the Sean Farrell podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ died and he rose again. He's going to head and get into it. Okay. I was under the weather all last week. Okay. Yeah, I was under the weather all last week. So I really couldn't bring y'all nothing. Only had time to take care of myself and go to work. So I wasn't in the best condition to bring y'all content, to say the least. Only had enough to go to work and rest. And but yeah, I'm back this week. And so like I said, let's get into it. Okay. While I was under the weather last week, I saw the story. Suicide of a Portland girl, 13, after alleged sexual assault prompts probe. Okay. Oh, this happened in Portland, Michigan. Portland, Michigan. Okay. Anyway, I thought it happened in Portland, Oregon, but oh well. The Iona County Sheriff's Office is investigating the alleged sexual assault of a girl who died by suicide 5 weeks later. This story was published on April 9th. Okay. April 9th, okay? The Iona County Sheriff's Office is investigating the alleged sexual assault of a girl who died by suicide 5 weeks later. Mylah Thelen, a 7th grader at Portland Middle School, turned 13 2 weeks before her dad found her deceased in her bedroom the morning of March 29th. Now, her parents, Rob and Amy Thelen, want to make sure Mylah's death by suicide saves the lives of others, especially children who struggle with bullying and mental health. They do not know what triggered their daughter's suicide, but say she had struggled with bullying in the past. Still can't be kind to people. Still can't be kind to people, can we? Sad. There's a bigger purpose behind our daughter's sacrifice. Rob said of his daughter, Mylah's death, that's to protect these kids. Mylah's family described her as adventurous, creative, and competitive from the start. Her milestones were way advanced, said her mom. She just had no fear. She was just that bright, energetic. I mean, you knew she was in a room, whether it be her smile or her loudness. But the Thelens believe their effervescent daughter, hope I said that word right, ever-sent daughter hid the depth of the darkness that enveloped her in the end. When Mylah struggled with bullies at age 9, her parents sided for Taijutsu at the time, which she excelled and competed. Later, she took on wrestling, and it seemed the always on the go Mylah found her place. No, come on. This website is always reloading, man. Dang it. Alright. Here we go. But on February 21st, 2026, The then 12-year-old was allegedly assaulted by a man, 18, at a gathering of young people at a mobile home park in Iona County. She was spending the night with a friend, but her parents later learned that she ended up at another home in the park with a small group of young people. What started out as a game of spin the bottle allegedly led to Mylah's assault, which was witnessed by others. When we went and picked her up from the friend who she was supposed to be at, we noticed she seemed a little off, recalled her father, Rob. She kind of kept to herself. I really don't like it when this this webpage keeps on reloading, okay? I really don't like that. This webpage keeps on reloading, so yeah. It wasn't until several days later that the Thelens learned what happened to their daughter. The sheriff's office notified them after receiving a complaint from a parent who heard about the incident and contacted police. The Thelens took Mylah to the hospital and to the Iona Montcalm Child Advocacy Center for an interview to document the alleged assault. They made sure she understood that it was not her fault. A 12-year-old cannot consent to sexual contact with an 18-year-old. She said she didn't want to do it, but didn't know how to stop it, explained her father, Rob, referring to the sexual assault. We were just letting her know that's not okay. Her mom, Amy, recalled, like the doctor told her, it's not okay. Whether you even said, yeah, okay. Like you don't have a choice at 12 years old to make that decision. If Mylah were bullied over the incident, she never revealed that to her parents, said the Thelens. You could tell some things were bothering her, but every day I'd ask her, are kids making fun of you at school? Does anybody know about it? Recalled her father. They knew that Mylah was vulnerable after the assault. They said they saw no signs she was suicidal. Siri, no. Siri, no. Anyway. No wonder. Now they wonder what she was dealing with and why she didn't reveal how much she was struggling. I think because I think she was lying to me about everything, about everybody knowing about the incident and bullying her about it, because it was easier to hide than to deal with. The Thelens turned Mylah's phone over to the police so they're unable to access texts or posts from Mylah's final hours. Target 8 confronted the 18-year-old suspect at the mobile park home where the alleged assault happened. He admitted to sexual interaction, but claimed he did not know how old Mylah was. Despite meeting Mylah through a friend's middle school age sister. Rob and Amy Thelen want the man charged criminally. They're also urging the community to demand and speak up about bullying and sexual assault. I feel like we've got to fight for our daughter, said Rob. We've got to fight for everybody else's children. Rob wants the systems that are supposed to protect our children, schools, law enforcement, to do better. But he's also calling out social media platforms that allow kids to hide content and perpetuate bullying. Kids just hide behind these screens and they continue bashing each other and running each other into the ground, says her father. How do we stop that? What do we do as parents, as a society? What do we do to help stop this? Because we don't have answers. Target 8 contacted Portland Public Schools regarding Mylah's death, and Superintendent William Heath released a statement. Portland Public Schools is deeply saddened by the loss of Mylah. Our thoughts remain with her family, friends, classmates, staff members, as our community continues to grieve this tragic loss. We know that many other families have walked the same path across our state and county, and it is a tragedy that no family should ever have to endure. Student safety is our top priority. With respect to questions about reports of bullying, the district takes any report of bullying seriously and investigates concerns when they are brought forward. Because this matter involves student privacy and an active investigation, the district cannot comment on individual student matters. The district has cooperated with law enforcement each step of the way, including providing requested information to investigators. The district received a request for assistance from the Iona County Sheriff's Office on March 9th and responded within 24 hours. This included coordinating with the Portland Police Department to ensure information was shared appropriately with investigators. No additional requests for information or clarification were received following that response. In response to your inquiry, I confirmed today with the Sheriff's Office that there are no outstanding requests for information from Portland Public Schools. On March 30th, the district was notified by the Portland Police Department about an 18-year-old individual with no connection to Portland Public Schools who may pose a safety concern. The individual is not a student and has never attended Portland Public Schools. The district issued a no trespass notice that same day restricting the individual from all district property. Following this tragic loss, additional counseling, staff, and supportive resources were made available to students across our buildings, and support continues to be available. Families are encouraged to contact their child's school if assistance is needed, and the district continues to work with community partners to ensure students and families have access to support during and outside the school day. Because the situation involves student privacy and an active law enforcement investigation, the district cannot comment any further. Okay. Yeah. So, just another tragic situation, and just one of the many examples of if this young lady was bullied or was getting bullied over the fact that she was sexually assaulted. This just reinforces the notion that we should be kind, because you never know what somebody's going through. You never know what the office worker is going through when they show up for work in the morning. You never know what the truck driver is going through when he's on the road. You never know what the warehouse worker is going through when he clocks in. You never know what the barista is going through when they're making drinks for all the customers. You never know what the grocery store worker is going through when they're working at a grocery store. You never know what the fast food workers are going through when they show up for work. Okay? You never know what the Uber drivers are going through when they're driving other people around the city. Okay? You never know what the construction worker, the the recycling worker, okay? Whatever kind of work you do, never know what these people are going through. And this story just reinforces the notion that you should be kind, okay? Be kind, be a buddy, not a bully. And not only be kind, but it also sheds light on the mental health of anybody, man, woman, or child who has been sexually assaulted, okay? I think it exposes the mental health of what people go through when they have been sexually assaulted, okay? And the difficulties of people's mental health when they have been sexually assaulted, okay? These are the type of situations we deal with at the Memphis Crisis Center or 988, okay? Whichever one you want to call it. These are the types of situations we deal with at the Memphis Crisis Center. And yeah. So I just pray for this young lady. Just pray for her parents. And I hope they do. And I hope they are able to reach a large portion of people regarding mental health, suicide, and sexual assault. Okay. All right. That's it. And that's all for the Sean Farrell podcast. I am out of here. Hey, God bless you all. Peace. There we go. All right. Peace out. God bless.